Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
Well, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just going to let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one, costing about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Brady forced out to his left. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
second down throw for Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman from 19 yards away. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Brady down to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll find Fournette again here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Fournette running out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Brady buying time to his left. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. The Saints had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Levante David.
To throw is Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down and 4, Winston. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging right on the football line. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 4th down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. And I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll be out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Winston sneaking it, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Winston keeps it himself, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Jameis Winston, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz will look at the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, open man is Brady downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Oh, clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Play fake. Winston. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Finding room at midfield. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Left side and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like...
And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints pick over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Winston. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Brady going to go on 4th down. Evans has it left side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Brady to throw again. And brought in by Brady. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Shotgun now for Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. There to stop it was Carlton Davis.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Taking on the midfield logo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Mike Evans. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got a man wide open. open. It's Landry. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they got it 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They're looking to throw this. Winston. That's complete to Troutman, right side. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. Now
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one will fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him started on 3rd and 10. Brady now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Winston here to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Lyon. And the Bucs Buccaneers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this was a victory here for New Orleans. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something